then says, listen to my song. Some folks say that's no darn good. Then it turns out they were wrong. But if they could have listened, they would have said to you, I should have been more patient with music when it's new. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. They coulda, woulda, they shoulda. There once was a man named Ludwig van Beethoven, trying to make a living, doing the best he can. They said his sounds were like rounds sung by hounds. Oh! Music isn't right or wrong. You really have to wait for history to declare out loud, this music's really great. It's really great.
It's really great.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Next came a man named Stravinsky. When he played his music, there were riots in the street. But when he wrote the rite of spring, there was a fight. But now his name shines bright. Music should be free to fly. Don't put it in a box. Just wait a couple years and see if history says this really rocks, Igor, this really rocks. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. They coulda.
They woulda.
They shoulda. There was a young punk named Thelonious Monk. When he played his music, they said it stunk. But ever since that date, people always rate Thelonious Monk as great.
Wait!
Monk's music wasn't right or wrong. There is no golden rule. He played and played till history said, hey Monk, your music's cool. Real cool. Next came a man with a funky groove. James Brown said, get up and move. Some said that just isn't done. You're having too much fun. But when all is said and done, oh! Music isn't right or wrong, and people like to move. So wait a couple years, ask yourself, does the funk still make you groove? A coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah.
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 A woulda, a shoulda, right.
1, 2, 3. The Beatles were famous singing, yeah, 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 yeah. Me mum didn't like them 'cause they had long hair.
I don't like those lads. Their hair's entirely too long.
Oh, come on, Mum. We'd go crazy when they play Then they wrote yesterday. Then me mum, she says okay.
All right, I suppose yesterday is a very lovely song indeed.
All right, Mum, 'cause rock and roll's not right or wrong, but there was a fight that history solved by stating, "Aye, you lads, shake it up just right,
Just right,
right, right,
right. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. And if they could have listened, they would have said to you, I'll always be more patient with music when it's new. Woo! One, two, three, four. Super cool. Minimalistic. Extrasonic motion. Audiences heard the sound and really dug the potion. On Radio WNYC gave their devotion to super cool minimalistic extrasonic motion. Dum diddle dum diddle-lie. Dum diddle-lie. Listen. Musical devices of the past had lost their luster. 12-tone row and through composed was all that they could muster. Lamont, Young, and Riley, Reich, and Glass, they caused a fluster, celebrating consonants and leaving out the cluster. No one saw it coming, it began so naturally. The avant-garde at home with traditional harmony.
Whoa.
Yeah. Former serial composers wanted to be free. Then Terry Riley said, I think I'll write this one in C. Taxi driver Philip Glass would hear his tires screech when he would stop to figure out how music goes with speech. Baby, 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 baby.
Ooh, smooth.
Yeah. His checkered past transported him until he found a peach. He put the notes down on the score and Einstein on the beach. Well, it's Albert Einstein's birthday, and though we sing with mirth, hey, we dig him utterly. Delving deep into the cosmo, he's the real Wizard of Osmo. He's 143.
You can tell it, Al. Yeah.
I had always been elated with energy equated
To some new recipe.
So listen, I took the mass and I paired it with the speed, and then I squared it to get relativity.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, he can
Could
tell you
why.
It's true, I can.
His hair looked like a wig.
I didn't know.
He liked the fireworks on the 4th of July.
Especially when the bang was big. Especially when the bang was big. Especially when the bang was big. Dankeschön. Laws of physics have no mercy. I wound up in New Jersey on a beach. I don't know how.
Traveling time makes us bolder men, and I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now. Super cool, minimalistic, extrasonic motion. Audiences heard the sound, really dug the potion. On radio WNYC gave their devotion to super cool, minimalistic, extrasonic motion. Dum diddle diddle I. Dum diddle 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 I. Steve Reich then insisted a composer writes and plays, and whether it's from Ghana or from Europe, it's a phrase. He gave to us the next contemporary music craze and showed the world exclusively it wasn't just a phase. Dum diddle diddle dum diddle I, dum diddle diddle dum diddle I, dum diddle academics loathed it, their students they'd entreat to shun these new barbarians and leave them on the street. But they'd reveal their true feelings when they would tap their feet. It seems their biggest problem with it was it had a beat. Bo diddle 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 bo diddle I, bo diddle 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 bo diddle ee, bo diddle 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 I. The writers for the papers said this music isn't tame. It isn't Auntie Schoenberg and it isn't Uncle Mame. Schöner, meine Freund, schöner. As critics, we must have a nifty title all the same. Can't understand the music, but we'll understand the name. Minimal, minimal, super cool, minimalistic, extrasonic motion. Audiences heard the sound and really dug the potion. On radio WNYC gave their devotion. Super cool, minimalistic, extrasonic motion. Super cool, minimalistic, extrasonic motion. Audiences heard the sound and really dug the potion. Radio WNYC gave their devotion to super cool, minimalistic, super cool, minimalistic, extrasonic motion. Rob and I, we like to have some laughs, kick it out a little bit, but every once in a while we just want to. Well, should we slow it down a little, Rob?
That sounds good. Let me join you.
Yeah.
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. Just listen to the music of the traffic in the city. Linger on the sidewalk where the neon lights are pretty. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles. Who's the guy with no hair? So go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown.
Coleman's ornate.
Downtown, everything's waiting for you. Downtown. Hey!
Don't hang around.
And let your problems surround you. There are movie shows. Maybe you know someplace where they're playing music where you blow your nose. Listen to the rhythm of the gentle bossa nova. Yeah! You'll be playing with them too before the night is over. Happy again. I'm happy again. The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles. There's guys with no hair, so go downtown. Things will be great when you're downtown. Goals isn't late when you're downtown. Let's modulate, 'cause we're downtown. 'Cause we're downtown. 'Cause we're downtown. WNYC downtown with Ellie.